the reification of awareness in Buddhism. In Buddhism, the reification of awareness refers to the subtle and fundamental error of mistaking the luminous, knowing quality of mind, often called awareness or consciousness, for a permanent, independent self or soul. This is considered a deep form of clinging that perpetuates suffering and prevents liberation, nirvana. Key concepts and contexts. 1. The doctrine of non-self, Anattā. The Buddha's core teaching is that all phenomena are devoid of a fixed, separate, enduring self. This includes not only the physical body and mental formations, but also consciousness, viññāṇa. To reify awareness to think, this is my true self, or this awareness is eternal, is to violate this principle and create a subtle object of attachment. 2. Consciousness independent origination. In the chain of dependent origination, paṭicca-samuppāda, consciousness arises dependent on conditions like sense organs and sense objects. It is impermanent Anattā. It arises and passes moment to moment. Dependent paṭicca-samuppāda. It cannot exist independently. Not self, Anattā. It is not a sovereign entity. To reify it is to ignore its conditioned, fleeting nature. 3. Subtle clinging, upadana. Even advanced meditators may cling to states of luminous mind, paṭicca-samuppāda. The mind is naturally radiant, but this radiance is still conditioned and not a self. Pure awareness in deep meditative states, like in the formless jhanas or some dzogchen/mahamudra experiences. The Buddha warned that mistaking any such state for liberation is a corruption of insight, vipassana. 4. Mahayana and Yogacara perspectives. Yogacaras store consciousness, viññāṇa. This repository of karmic seeds is often misinterpreted as a permanent self. Yogacara explicitly teaches it is not a self. It is impermanent and transformative. Tathagata teachings, texts speaking of Buddha nature, sometimes describe it as luminous, pure awareness. Orthodox interpretation insists this is empty of self-nature. It is a potential for awakening, not an existing entity. Reifying it is considered a grave error. 5. Vajrayana and dzogchen. These traditions point directly to primordial awareness, rigpa, jnana, a non-dual knowing beyond conceptual mind. Crucially, they emphasize that rigpa is empty, it is not a thing, not a self. Reifying it as a thing or self collapses into subtle dualism and becomes a spiritual trap. Great masters warn against clinging to the experience of clarity or non-thought as a self. Why reification is problematic. Perpetuates samsara. It creates a subtle sense of I am, fueling the cycle of rebirth. Obstructs full awakening. Final liberation requires letting go of all attachments, even to sublime states or awareness itself. Leads to eternalist views. It reinforces the mistaken view of an eternal consciousness, which the Buddha rejected. Correct understanding. The goal is to recognize awareness as it is, empty, sunya, without inherent existence. Luminous yet non-self, a natural characteristic of mind, not an entity. Dependently arisen, appearing through interdependence, not from itself. In advanced practice, one learns to rest in awareness without grasping it as mine or me. As the Diamond Sutta says, even the notion of an independent, substantial mind is to be abandoned. Practical guidance. Meditators are advised to investigate the three characteristics: impermanence, suffering, non-self, in all experiences, including states of pure awareness. Use wisdom prajna to discern the emptiness of all phenomena, not to replace a gross self with a subtle one. Rely on qualified teachers to avoid misunderstanding profound experiences. In essence, Buddhism does not deny the experiential reality of awareness, but denies any substantial, permanent identity to it. Liberation lies in seeing its true nature empty, luminous, and non-dual, free from the reification that binds beings to suffering.